Oh, hi there. I'm just cleaning my keyboard with this handy blower brush. It's really designed for camera lenses, but it gets all the dust out from between the keys. Anyway, great to see you. If you've been here before, welcome back. Great to see people again. If it's your first time here, fantastic making new friends. Have a look around the website. If you like what you see, then please like it. If you think it's helpful other people, share it with them with social media or just send them a link to the link of whatever. And please do subscribe so we can drive our numbers up by another 100 subscribers this month so we can be more and more successful. A lot of people are worried about subscribing. Well, it's completely free and will only notify you when new videos come out rather than bombarding you with offers and things like that. So please do subscribe. I'll be really grateful. Today, we're going to be looking at what I recommend as components for a basic toolkit for computer work. But as ever, I always do a quick tip. And today, I'll be talking about connectors. Now, a lot of us are used to these old terminal blocks. We have to screw them in, wires, those sort of things. It's an absolute pain, particularly if you're dismantling and putting things together quite quickly, if you're doing a test experiment or whatever. Well, I use these things, which are called lever cage blocks. What happens is you just open up, quite stiff actually, you just open up the clamp there, get the cable, push it all the way in, clamp that down, and there you are, a nice connector. Okay, now often the other problem you have with these terminal blocks is you're trying to get 2 or 3 cables into the same one here. Well, these lever cage blocks come in up to 5, so you can have 5 cables connected together at the same time, so quite quick. And when you finish doing it, you just unlock it, and take it apart. So really quite useful. Anyway, as I say, we're looking at the basic toolkit, so let's get started. So today, let's talk about a basic toolkit that I'd recommend. Well, obviously, first of all, we need to start with some screwdrivers. Now, you can spend all sorts of prices on screwdrivers. It's definitely not worth paying the cheap end. If you go for the higher end, decent tools, they'll last longer, but also they'll be more accurate. For example, if I open up here, this is, get this out. This is a number 1 Torx. Okay, absolutely tiny. I've had cheaper sets, and the number 1 Torx definitely wouldn't fit a number 1 Torx head. So make sure you spend the right amount of money. Also, it's got lots of different things. It's got tri-heads, which Apple tend to use. It's got with things for Hewlett-Packards, but definitely worth spending money on a decent toolkit. I think this one costs me 25, 30 quid or something, but it's worth doing. And then loads of little boxes like this that you can find. I tend to use pill boxes, all those sorts of things. Main thing is you want to have somewhere you can put the screws. And make sure you use a different box for each stage of the process. Okay. It's also worth having a camera, which I've actually got on me at the moment, but take lots of photographs on the way so know how to put things back when you go to reverse the situation. Otherwise it can be embarrassing going, was that the white cable or the black cable? So worth making sure you've got a load of these sorts of boxes here. Now, when you've got all the screws out, you need to open up the casing. So we use things called spudgers. Okay, these are metal ones. What they do is they help you get in between the case, lever it out, and gradually work the case open. The most important thing to say is that if it doesn't want to come apart, don't struggle and try too hard. They're only plastic. A lot of it's quite thin, breakable plastic. I don't have to be buying new back plates and things like that. Have a look under, for example, the feet, things like that. There might be hidden screws out, under labels, other sorts of things. And if you can, get a little bit and see where the problem is. Often you can identify where it's being held down. So make sure you don't try too hard and ripping the back off. It's not a stroll. It should come apart reasonably easily. Besides these decent spudgers, you can get these plastic pucks. The one-trick ponies, really, they hardly ever last, and frankly I don't find them so good. The only advantage of these is that they will do less scratching and less damage than the metal ones, but frankly they're not very effective at all. Now once you're in, it's quite handy to have a set of tweezers. These are some decent tweezers, so the top's come off that one, so that you can actually get items, move things around, stuff like that. They can be quite handy also for picking things out if you drop something down where you shouldn't have done. So tweezers can be quite helpful. Okay, you're putting things in and out. And I've also got a set of little picks like this that I use. It can be handy for just cleaning up little areas, things like that. Or if you've got something like this hooked one, then it's quite good. If you dropped a screw or something down, it's quite good to be able to go in and just hook it out that way. In the same way, I actually use these screwdrivers. These screwdrivers are actually magnetized. The benefit is that they will actually go through to the head. So first of all, you can put a screw on and then drop it straight into the hole if it's not very accessible. But secondly, you can use this for picking up things that you've dropped off inside the computer. And believe me, you'll drop a lot of stuff inside the computer. So worth having those. Pop that back in my little case. And a final tip is, if you get to the stage where you're unlinking cables, some of them have a little flappy pickup. They're called ZIF, Zero Insertion Force connectors, but the other ones are just a straight push-in. Now, a lot of people spend time pulling on the cables and wiring, and that can be bad because you could actually damage the wiring, which is pretty poor. So I've got one of these that goes in, grabs the wire, and then you can pull out the connector that way. You can see in the picture there what's happening. So, to me, that's a basic toolkit that should give you lots of enjoyable time working on your computers and other bits of electronics. So, that's great. Now, I've enjoyed making the video. Hope you've enjoyed watching it and you find it useful. If you do, then please do like it. Do share it with other people to get them started on the road to PC maintenance. And finally, remember to subscribe to the channel so you know when more stuff's coming out. It's free. We won't bombard you with anything else except here's a new video coming out. So I'll see you soon next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.